Hello!
And welcome
to the next stop.
This episode is going to be about things that you might need to know,
Yeah,
but
things you shouldn't do.
and things you should do.
Things you should do.
We left.
Rookie mistakes.
We left.
Kind of lost it right there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. We left Charleston and headed south of the border. Not much further from Charleston, only a couple of hours.
Not south of the border, thinking we're going to Mexico. No.
There's a place called south of the border that many think of as a tourist trap, and some people will never stop there because they think it's so tacky. But this time I got my way and we went south of the border.
It's where Pedro is.
And when you see all of the film and the videos from it, you'll think it's a unique place too. But I have to say, we decided to eat at the south of the border steakhouse.
Pedro's.
And it's underneath this huge sombrero, so we weren't holding out hope for a good steak dinner. But I have to say, first tip, best food we've had since we've been on the road. So if you're ever south of the border, stop at Pedro's and have a steak dinner. The food was delicious.
Pedro was very, very good.
Then we continued our journey to a distillery, and that was a Harvest Host stay, so it was only overnight.
That was in Weldon.
We were in Weldon, and I'll let Phil tell you about the distillery.
Weldon, North Carolina, and this was a bourbon distillery, and they have won several awards. They're starting up, and actually we took a tour of the distillery itself, and they showed their works. They started out with what, five gallon barrels?
5 gallon barrels.
Because it takes a shorter period of time, and now they've moved on up to 52 gallon barrels,
which takes about 4 to 5 years
Yes.
for it to come to fruition.
But it was very good bourbon. Matter of fact, the head master of this distillery is a gentleman.
Used to be a moonshiner.
Yeah, but he's been on if you ever seen the show Moonshiners, he's been there. We got to meet him.
But I would recommend, if you're ever near Weldon, to stop by the distillery, even if you're not spending the night, and take the tour. And the tour is only $5 a person, but it's real interesting to see how things start from start to finish. And we enjoyed it very much. And then, of course, we did the tasting.
Very good tasting.
Phil tasted more than I did, but he enjoyed it very much. So
Yes.
that was a unique place. And then we moved on to Williamsburg. And we stayed, I want to give a shout out to Colonial Pines RV and Christian Center. One of the nicest, most organized places we've ever stayed on the road. So if you're up in the Williamsburg area, the name of the town is, what was it?
Tayano,
Virginia. But really, really nice RV spot. I'm going to give you my side of the things you should know about Williamsburg. Then Phil can give you his side of the Williamsburg stay. We went into Williamsburg, liked it very much. I would suggest that you go to the visitor center and take the bus. Lots and lots of walking. Make sure you go to the glass house at the state park where they blow glass. That was very, very interesting. We enjoyed that very much. And then we ate at a restaurant in Williamsburg, had lunch there.
Can I pause you a minute? That was in Jamestown. We went to Jamestown.
Okay, but it's still the glass house.
Yes, that's in Jamestown.
And it was still a state park.
Yes, Jamestown settlement.
Okay. Anyway, make sure you we ate at a place in Williamsburg and for lunch, and it was very good also. So those are some helpful hints. Williamsburg, I would recommend taking all the tours where you can sit and have the people that do the reenactments of the time, and they're very knowledgeable and it's very interesting. Well worth all of the money that it takes to go, but you're supporting our United States state parks, so that's a good thing. But I will let Phil tell you about his ideas of what things you should know.
Yes, one thing, I'm going to the camping side of this, and you know, you prepare all you can and you think you're doing everything right, and you try not to make rookie mistakes. Well, one thing that when it comes to your awning, you should probably put that in also when you leave, so you won't
go to bed.
Or go to bed. Go ahead and put it in, because it has been raining a lot. We seem to bring the rain with us when we come on these trips, because it has rained, I think, every day we've been on the road. And so I went to bed without putting the awning up, which I should have done. But I got up the next morning and it had been raining a whole lot, and I look out and my awning was bulging from water on top of the awning, and I went to give a little nudge to relieve the pressure. Well, the pressure was too great, and my one arm of my awning collapsed completely. So now I have rigged it up to where we can get down the road. We won't be using our awning while we're on the rest. This trip, but that's one tip, is always put in your awning when it's raining. You leave the motor home. But that's one good piece of advice.
But one thing he didn't tell you is that he paid his dues, because we drugged the picnic table from the RV site over for him to stand on, and he literally stood in the rain for a good 5 hours trying to fix the awning before we decided to zip tie it. So he paid for his mistake.
Yeah, and not only when that did rip, it also kind of punctured a hole in our roof, so I had to repair the roof also.
So now we have a zip tied awning, and we really do look like we're from Alabama.
That's right. But I think we'll show you some little videos and pictures of what we've done, and we hope you enjoy it. And we're heading from Williamsburg, and we went to Jamestown. I think I've mentioned that, but we're heading on up to Philadelphia and there, and we'll post some stuff about that. But we appreciate you looking in on us, and if you like us, subscribe, refer us to your friends, and like us. So
we'll see you on the next stop.
Hey, just a quick brief interruption here. I wanted to let you know that in the video also we talk about Jamestown, the first settlement, but also I wanted to let you know that we have at the end, in the description, not at the end, but in the description, we'll have links of the campgrounds that we are staying at. So we had some comments about they'd like to know where we stay, but anyway, so if you look in the description, we'll have links going to where we camped at, and just let you know about that, and we'll see you on the next stop.
make the same object all day long? Do you make the same object?
It's about an hour at a time.
Okay.